Good evening and welcome to the Milford Select Board meeting of April 14, 2025 in Room 3 of Town Hall. Our first agenda item, is the reorganization of the Select Board. May I have a nomination, please?
I have a nomination, Mr. Chairman, but I want to make a little statement first. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the job that you have done as our chairman for the past year. You've guided us during some important discussion matters, and we stayed focused, and we maintained respectful, productive dialogue, and we thank you for your chairmanship and the leadership that you gave us as well. And I'd also like to nominate Select Board Member Thomas O'Laughlin for the position of chair for the Milford Select Board. Selectman O'Laughlin has a clear vision and commitment of our town, and he proved that by his experience as not only a police officer, but as our police chief for numerous years, and also his almost finished his second term as a Select Board member as well, and as chairman is one. So I am definitely confident that we can collectively, with his leadership and collectively as a Select Board, continue to maintain the progress that we're making on meeting the needs of our residents effectively. So I definitely nominate Thomas J. O'Laughlin as our chairman.
And I would gladly second that and make that unanimous.
Thank you.
Gavel is yours, Mr. O'Laughlin.
No, I appreciate the confidence. Paul, thank you very much for your kind words. I echo your comments as they regard Michael. Clearly did a great job this past year, and taking over from Michael, at least for the first month, it's going to be pretty easy because he has everything in order. The first agenda item is the signing of the warrant. Do I have a motion?
Motion to sign the warrant, Mr. Chairman.
I would second that.
And that's unanimous. Approval of the regular session minutes of April 1st, 2025.
Motion, Mr. Chair, to approve the regular session minutes of April 1st, 2025.
And I would second that.
That is unanimous. The next item is public hearings. We don't have any public hearings on the agenda. I don't believe anyone's here for them. Move on. Schedule appointments. Likewise, there are none on the agenda. Town Administrator's report.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Two items tonight. One, if you remember, National Grid is now going to reschedule their electrical outage. It'll be in the Deer Street area in Milford. Has the potential to interrupt maybe 100 or more customers. It's required to upgrade the electric system that serves the area and to support a customer request. It's important to maintaining their system reliability. This will just be a 2-hour outage. It'll be on April 23rd from 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Anybody has any questions, they can certainly call me, and I can relay any issues. Second item is, I was informed by Mark Nelson, Fire Chief, the town has been awarded 2 grants, one for $7,199.90 for the Student Awareness of Fire Education, or SAFE program, and $2,599.44 for the Senior SAFE program. This program, as you know, has provided immeasurable benefits to the Commonwealth since its inception, educating and protecting our most vulnerable populations. In addition, I've been informed by Chief Nelson there was a second round of grant funding. They received an additional $5,992.53. This is going to be earmarked for the thermal imaging cameras. This grant award, combined with a prior grant received in round 1 of $25,000, will allow the chief to purchase 6 cameras and accessories. These cameras, as you know, are vital for search and rescue operations and fire suppression. So thank you, Mark, and the deputy chief for their work in securing this grant funding.
Thank you.
That's all I have tonight, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Excellent. Those cameras are excellent. I saw a news item probably in the past 2 weeks, another town where they went into the home and we found the person using the thermal imaging. It's pretty impressive. Old business, Rick, the annual town meeting warrant.
Yeah, in front of you is a revised warrant. If you look at the warrant, there are 2 additional articles One is Article, I believe it's 29, which is from the school department. Unfortunately, an elevator at the Stacy Middle School has failed, and they want to try to effectuate repairs to the elevator now, otherwise it would be out of service for a great timeframe. The second is Article 30, right behind it. This is something that I think the board is familiar with, in that you had talked about supplying all fire department personnel with PFAS gear, which would be coats, pants, and accessories. So where we had to amend the warrant to add the elevator article, Zach and I discussed this, and we thought we'd present this to the board, since the idea for the PFAS gear came from the board itself. So we'd be asking you to look at the warrant again, approve this amended or revised warrant to go forward. We'd have you sign again. There's still plenty of time. I've conferred with town council, and we have time to do this. Remember, it's a select board warrant, and you can add articles if you so choose. I've talked with the town clerk, and there's plenty of time for her to do what she needs to do, which is post in, I think it's 10 places around town, and then send to town meeting members, I think, within 7 days prior to the town meeting. So if the board is so inclined, that's in front of you right now.
Isn't it PFAS-free, that it doesn't have the PFAS in it?
Right.
Yes.
What we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, PFAS gear, so that it combats that, yes. Right.
So that, because it causes cancer.
Correct,
We've had a
yes.
number of firefighters who have,
You know, typically, you could wait, but it makes no sense.
Right.
Yeah, and talking with the chief, just to order the gear is going to take time, because obviously each firefighter has to be fitted, so it's going to take time just to get this gear. So we thought, do it now in May, we'd spend the money anyway in October, so.
But also, Mr. Chair, too,
Look at,
as of 2024, Governor Healy did sign into a law, I believe, that to phase out PFAS firefighters' gear. And I guess that's going to take effect on 2025. Manufacturers must notify the person buying it that it is PFAS-free, and also that it's going to be banned as of 2027. So we're more or less stepping in the right direction to protect our firefighters from, health and safety.
you're correct, it's going to be mandatory, we're going to need to
It's gonna be
comply
mandatory
anyhow.
very soon
And it just
anyway.
makes good sense,
Right.
obviously.
We had originally discussed new hires coming on, and then we decided to step
Right.
up and do the right thing and
And start them off already with
do the whole
PFAS-free.
department. Yeah.
the discussion with the fire chief, and as I indicated, we've had a number of firefighters who have suffered as a result of the PFAS. They and their families, the community, and,
Right.
it's just morally the right thing to do
Sure it is.
for the firefighters that are still serving this community. Thanks, Rick, for that information.
And just need a motion to approve the amendment.
Motion to approve the amended
I
warrant.
would like that,
A
please.
motion to
Yeah.
approve the amended warrant, Mr. Chairman.
Michael?
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
That's unanimous. New business, Town Administrator, the School Building Committee Study Enrollment Certification.
Yes, we have a form that's in front of you. It is just that, the student enrollment certification form. It listing the approved enrollment numbers for the design of the new high school. The board would need to vote to authorize me to sign the study enrollment certification form. I have spoken with members of the school committee. I've spoken with the chair, Jonathan Bruce. We all concur that the numbers that presented there are very favorable. There was a lot of discussion in prior couple of meetings, as you know.
Yes.
And we all agree that those numbers are favorable. This is the last requirement to get that into the MSBA to further the process. It's due the 28th of this
I was
month.
going to say, time would be of the essence as well.
Well, it's why we wanted to put it on tonight, and they will get it tomorrow, and they'll put the whole packet together.
And this is very important, too, where the enrollment is actually agreed upon, because it more or less would go to the future, not only present, but future enrollments. So when they design the building, it's designed to meet future needs as well as, capacity, what equipment you need, how many staff you need and whatnot. So it's very important that that is the first step to be, taken. I make a motion to, Mr. Chair, if you want, to have Rick sign the enrollment certification.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
That's unanimous. Town engineer.
Yeah, Liz?
This is going to discuss roadway improvements to Lot 32C, Camp Street.
So, so there's one lot, so everybody knows where Camp Street is. We're talking on the one, Camp Street was extended previously. It was from Reservoir.
Yeah.
It was extended twice. Currently ends in a cul-de-sac. But that's not the end of the right-of-way. So the Camp Street that the town owns runs all the way to the town line, where there's an old bridge that I wouldn't walk across, but some people might. And there's, to the right, if you're traveling towards the town line, on the right-hand side is all town-owned property conservation restriction. On the left-hand side, there's some abutting properties that actually front on Leah Lane, and then there's one property left before the town line that's privately owned. So that, it's called improved frontage. So the lot currently has frontage on the right-of-way, but it doesn't have improved frontage. So it's not safe and adequate access to that frontage. In order to get a building permit for that lot, the safe and adequate access needs to be extended. Now, because this is only one lot and there's no other, and actually it's Upton Town Forest on the other side, so there's no way that there'll be an additional, buildings, building lots on there.
Right.
If there were, then we might consider a full extension of the road, as we've seen in the previous two, ending in a cul-de-sac, but that's just unnecessary, and it's actually burdensome to the town if we were to do that, because that's a whole lot more pavement, stormwater, all those things that we'd have to take into consideration, that we'd be responsible for. So the proposal in front of you is just to to leave the cul-de-sac where it is, and for all intents and purposes, it's going to look like a driveway. It's going to be a little wider than a typical driveway, just because the fire chief wanted to make sure that there was access.
Yeah.
Instead of having a cul-de-sac at the end of the pavement, there'll be what's called a hammerhead. Again, that's just to facilitate the fire truck turning around. There is a stormwater basin proposed on the lot that'll be in an easement. So all of the stormwater from this increase in pavement is going to be treated in accordance with the regulations. I think that covers everything. So what the applicant's looking for from you is approval to do the work within the right-of-way. Once he's completed the work, then he will go to the planning board, and the planning board will decide whether or not safe and adequate access has been provided. And if they believe that it has, which we fully expect that they will, then he'll be able to get a building permit.
Sure.
And just one question I have is when you mentioned the water runoff, is the town sewer up there?
No, that'll be on a septic system.
Okay.
And you're doing, in a well, and they're actually going to do.
I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. The water drain from the street.
Catch basins are.
Yeah,
It'll
so
be in a catch basin, yeah.
it'll go to a catch basin at the end, and then into this detention basin.
All right, okay, thank you.
Yeah, this is, I mean, we don't have sewer, and I'm up in that area. But we do have I have a catch basin in my backyard.
Oh, okay.
You know, that Scotty's people come and check. But
Yeah, I mean, this is more or less a driveway, so I don't expect that it's going to be it's not going to receive a whole lot, but it's needed to meet the requirements.
not a bad thing, I'll tell you. Takes away the
And
water.
it's making use out of some vacant land that you can put a house on and whatnot,
Yes.
too, and
Creating tax
improve the area.
revenue.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah, and I just note that the fire chief was not opposed and
right.
said that it would meet the needs of the fire department. Have a motion?
I motion, Mr. Chair, to approve the, Mr. David Claro, he's seeking authorization from the Select Board to make the necessary improvements within the Camp Street public right-of-way, access to Lot 32C for the construction of a single-family home. So anything he needs to do, that's approved by our town engineer and planning board. I would make a motion that we give him the okay to do that.
I would gladly second that.
And that's unanimous.
Thank you very much, as always.
Always.
Thank you, good job. Okay, David, nice to see you.
Take care. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.
The next item is St. Mary's of the Assumption Parish, a one-day beer and wine license. I'll just, three items. A one-day entertainment license and a permit to obstruct as far as a religious parade, for lack of a better term. We have to take them one at a time,
Okay.
if we could.
Oh, sure. Mr. Chair, I'd make a motion that we approve the one-day liquor license for an event at Parish Center Hall, known as Festa de Nossa Senhora de Fatima, to be held Saturday, May 10th, 2025, from 6:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
If we could just add an amendment to that.
Yes, from 5:30 to 11:30?
5:30 to
Yes, I
11:30, to
do.
give them time to
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll
set
do
up
that.
and to clear out.
Yep.
I appreciate it, and that's unanimous.
A second motion would be the one-day entertainment license for the event of the Parish Hall, known as Festa de Nossa Senhora de Fatima, to be held Saturday, 10th, 2025, from 5:30 to 10:30, which would be the entertainment license.
Again, do we want to change the
We
time?
don't have to, because it's just a liquor license. as far
Okay,
as
okay.
Clearing things out,
You second that?
and that's unanimous.
And also the third motion would be to permit to obstruct for a candlelight procession in honor of Our Lady of Fatima following Mass on Sunday, May 11, 2025, at 6:30 p.m.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
And that is unanimous. Invitation to speak, there's no one in the audience. No one online, sir. No one online, Chris, thank you very much. Paul, do you have anything you want to say?
No, I do not,
Okay,
Mr. Chairman.
thanks.
Thank you.
Correspondence, Citizens from Milford, the annual beautification day. Rick, basically, we received notification from Citizens from Milford that they will be once again sponsoring the annual beautification day on Saturday, April 26th, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., rain or shine.
Yes.
This is the 10th year, and they'd like to invite members of the board, Mr. Valani, and members of the community to come and assist in cleaning various areas of the community to help remedy people where they dump trash and things of that nature, and to make things more beautiful.
Yes, they really do a good job, Mr. Chairman.
Lions Club will be there, also providing little food and refreshments around 11 o'clock, so after most of the
Very
cleaning
good.
up is done.
And we usually do Water Street.
Water Street.
You know Water Street.
Own Water Street.
That's
I
it.
was going to say, if you're looking for these guys, will be
Looking
on
for any
water.
of us, maybe that's not a good thing.
Along with the state representative.
Yeah, he'll be in the
That's right,
brook.
he'll be there, too.
He'll be there also, correct.
Yeah, he's in the brook.
No,
Jumped in the brook one
you know,
year.
it's a good event. It's a positive impact on our town, and it brings people together, you know, and it gives us the spirit of community.
You see a lot of
You know,
people
which is
who
pretty
you
good.
maybe
Yeah.
haven't seen in a little while.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely, it's
And
really
they do
nice.
pick up quite a bit,
We sure do, yeah.
so.
You should know, Tom, you're one of the fellows driving around picking up the bags.
We do not have an executive session this evening. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn, Mr. Chairman, and congratulations, and the best to you
Thank you very
this
much.
year.
All right, and I would second that and echo that compliment. Congratulations, and look forward to working with you this year.
And that is unanimous as well. I look forward to working with both of you. Good evening, and thank you very much for those who tuned in or who will tune in later on video. We appreciate your involvement. Have a good
We already
evening.
had a motion, right? Yeah.